Hey guys, Adam here. So you're probably gonna wonder why am I not in class? Well, first off, around this time I'm already done with my classes. I got like two on no, actually I should be in class. It's Tuesday. Never mind. I was thinking it was Monday. No, I should be in class right now. I should be taking a geology class right now, but I can't. Why? I'll show you why. I will show you why I cannot do that. This is why. You see that? You see all of that? All of that? Here, let me tighten up the shot a bit, just so you can believe it yourself. Damn it. It is snowing! Again! I did not see that coming. So, yeah. That fucking happened. That fucking happened. So, and I had shit to do, but I can't now because post office is closed. So, whatever. So, I'm just gonna sit here and basically give you a recap of The Flash before it comes on, even though I could just easily do reviews of it, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna give you a recap. So, let's get started. Alright, so previously on The Flash, Barry has run into the man in the yellow suit, or Reverse Flash, as everyone in the comics knows them. And I didn't reveal this in the review, but I think it's safe to say I can reveal it now. Dr. Wells is Reverse Flash. They actually revealed he is at the end of the episode, where they reveal the costume he was wearing. He's Reverse Flash. So that just made it 10 times even better. This time around, weeks, and so now we pick up with Revenge of the Rogues, which is weeks later. Barry is training to become faster than Reverse Flash, just really fast. And he finds out that Captain Cold has returned, and now he has partnered up with a former partner in crime who calls himself Heatwave. So it's Fire and Ice versus the fastest man alive. And good episode. It was a really good episode. I can't really tell you everything necessarily, but it's because it's been a while, so I can't really remember much. But the fact that Barry actually for once can't always rely on his speed was really good. Again, this show is really incorporating his speed very well into yes, he's the fastest man alive, but he's got to know how to use it. He can just run and save the day. He's got to learn the science behind it, and that's what I love about this show. That's what I loved about the 90s version, is that the show incorporated the science of his speed, and it still does. So yeah, that happened. Next one is The Sound and the Fury. This one gave us Pied Piper, who, I mean, he wasn't a bad villain, but I know there was more to him, and thankfully they give us more in the next episode. But and again, there's not a whole lot I remember, but I do remember he's Barry's just basically trying to stop not only a genius, but one who has supersonic technology, which is cool. And they also reveal more behind the accelerated particle accident, which we all know wasn't really an accident, but it turns out that Pied Piper was aware of the danger and warned Wells. Well, knowing who Wells is, knowing that it will go off, it will cause an accident anyway, gets rid of him because he knows he'll start snitching. And yeah, I'm trying to remember. But yeah, and one other thing I want to talk about is that a lot of this is, and I know I'm sorry, I'm just wasn't really expecting this. Basically, I'm trying to remember all this. Basically, this is the Firestorm arc. This is the Firestorm arc, and it's a really good arc because they show us everything about. It builds up to full on introducing Firestorm as a hero, as a potential hero, maybe a potential TV show. Who knows? I don't know. But at the end of that episode, Pied Piper says that, oh yeah, I know what happened to Ronnie Raymond, who is Firestorm. Which, in the next episode, we find out about. Flash has to stop a teleporting villain. Again, really cool way at how he defeated her. It was really cool. Plus, we also get to hear Barry sing. For those who don't know, Grant Gustin actually used to be on Glee, which was one of the reasons why I was afraid of this casting. Thankfully, he dashed those concerns away. And it was actually very humorous. I really liked those moments. We also get to learn more about what happened with Ronnie Raymond, and we also get our first look at Victor Stein, or Professor Martin Stein, played by Victor Garber, who is the who fuses with Ronnie Raymond to become Firestorm, which is again really again we learn more about that. And if I remember correctly, oh yeah, and I think we do get a flashback to of when Barry is returning to Central City after his episode with Arrow. He talks to Professor Stein, and that's without realizing that it was him. So yeah, and we get kind of another brief glimpse at Grodd, which was awesome. The CGI on Grodd is looking great, by the way. It really is. Next is the Nuclear Man, which is Firestorm attacks a physicist, and basically Barry has to stop him. They catch him, and the rest of the episode is basically Barry and the gang trying to find a way to separate the two so they can go back to their normal lives and stop a nuclear meltdown. And dear God, holy shit, does it end on a fucking cliffhanger. Like, I mean, this isn't the last episode before the break, but it ends on one hell of a cliffhanger, which is amazing. The cliffhanger is basically Ronnie, they build the device, or Star Labs builds, Cisco builds the device that will help separate Ronnie and Martin Stein, which is basically the red dotted four red dots and straps that's known to be on Firestorm's costumes, like a famous symbol for Firestorm, and this is what separates and fuses the two together. Well, on his first run, Ronnie puts it on and he explodes, and the explosion is fucking fucking huge. It's like, and Barry is running, carrying Caitlin, and it's amazing. Like, the special effects in this is fantastic. It really is. It's some of the best. It's some of the best special effects I have seen in anything, even in a movie. That those special effects are a top fucking notch. It really is. And then we get the next episode, Fallout, which is the aftermath. Ronnie and Dr. Stein are separated, and they basically are trying to get back to their normal lives, but General Eiling, played by the ever-amazing Clancy Brown, wants them. He's trying to get Firestorm so he can make it a weapon, and I mean, that's basically it. Again, good episode. I love this episode because we get to see Ronnie wanting to go back to a normal life, Dr. Stein wanting to go back to a normal life, not wanting to have anything to do with Ronnie Raymond anymore, but realizes because after this, there is no normal life. And yeah, it's been done to death before, where all this has been, after all this crazy stuff, I'm finally with you. Let's just put it all behind us. We can go back to the way things were. And turns out you can't. You change things forever. Joker speech. So yeah, that happens. And meanwhile, Iris decides to. Iris gets a job at a newspaper, which happened a couple episodes ago. Barry gets a girlfriend, Linda Park, which we only see like 2 episodes of her in this, and I think she was in Arrow, but she was played by a different actress, I don't remember. And Iris teams up with her hero, who's actually a bit of a douchebag, to find out what is really going on behind Star Labs. So she might end up learning Dr. Wells' secret or something. And also they introduced the concept of time travel. Dr. Stein actually came up with that concept. And we also get to see some really cool detective work with Joe and Cisco finding out what happened that night. And we get a reveal saying, and we kind of figured this in the season finale, or mid-season finale, that there was a yellow streak and a red streak. Or yellow lightning and red lightning. So basically, Reverse Flash and Barry were there the night Barry's mother was murdered. So the time traveling aspect is there, and Barry realizes, yes, I am going to end up failing. I'm going to change that. So yeah. I can't wait for the season finale when this shit happens. When he and Reverse Flash fight. That's gonna be awesome. I cannot wait for that. I really can't. And we get to see Grodd again. Grodd attacks Clancy Brown, and it was actually pretty awesome. It was like, oh God, not God, Grodd. I'm thinking, okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'll let that slide because whatever. It's a giant talking gorilla who can control people's minds. I'm willing to roll with this. Plus, we get to see Wells in the Reverse Flash suit. Like, I mean, without him going, basically. So yeah, that's basically it. That is basically the recap of this. And I can't wait for the next episode, which will be on St. Patrick's Day. So you'll probably see me hungover as fuck. So yeah, I can't really think of anything else to talk about other than I really liked the, what I like to call the Firestorm arc. Which is just one of the, which really right now is my favorite arc. There wasn't a single episode in this arc that I didn't like. There wasn't really a single aspect of this arc aspect of this arc that I hated, really. I mean, yeah, there were things that were not as good, but it wasn't terrible. It wasn't shitty or anything like that. It didn't make me mad. I mean, this is hands down my favorite show. right now. This is my favorite new show because it doesn't. It knows what it is. The showrunners know what it is. They do everything they can to give you the best thing they possibly can while making it their own. They use the comics in order as a template, as a guide, but at the same time they bring something new to it. They do what they can to basically give it its own voice. It doesn't need to be bogged down by the comics, which just makes it so much more enjoyable. And I can't wait to see more of this. I mean, it's definitely, I mean, I like Gotham, I do, but Gotham is just so inferior to this, compared to this. Because Gotham is doing its own thing with its characters, but at the same time, it feels like, oh, we got to, I mean, they're changing things with characters all over the place, but they feel like they have to throw it in because otherwise it doesn't feel like a Batman prequel series or whatever, and it just really is bogged. It does feel a little bogged down by this. And that feels bogged down. Flash doesn't. Flash is going in its own direction while respecting the source material, and that's what I love about this. And that's kind of what makes me feel like the Flash movie, when it comes out, will not be as good. Because I mean, it's gonna be kind of sad because I am gonna end up comparing it to the TV show, because the TV show to me is the Flash movie. That's what this show is for me. It is the Flash movie. Is what I want to see in a Flash movie anyway. And I know that is so not fair to the movie. I mean, I already got my concerns with the casting on that, but other than that, I'm just gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. I will. So yeah, that's it. I really like this arc. Final score for this, really, I'm actually gonna give a final score on this entire arc here, an 8 out of 10. I really did enjoy the shit out of this arc. I did. It's really good. This show is really good. Tonight there is no Flash tonight, but tonight is the season finale of Agent Carter. I will, depending on what's going on tomorrow, if I got class or not, hopefully I do. I got shit to do tonight anyway. I will do a full season review of that. I will talk about that season in full, and I'll give my thoughts and my score on that tomorrow. I will try to get around to watching the season finale of Constantine and do a full-on review of that, and hopefully do movie reviews later this week, if I can. If I can. Also, if not, then I'll do Chappie. So yeah, that's about it for right now. So until then, I will see you guys later. You all stay warm, or go outside, have fun in the snow if you're caught in it. No matter where you are, if you're caught, I'm stuck in the snow, but if there's snow in where you are, fucking go play in the snow. I'm not, but you go. So yeah, you all have a wonderful day, and bye.
Hey, Sunshine Boy, wanna check me out, do some of this here cocaine? Hey, Mr. Zoo Animal, check this out, cocaine. Hey, little boy with the balloon, check this out, cocaine. Don't tell nobody. Hey, Mr. Police, uh-oh.